Christine Bartlett took a claim to the courts of New Zealand, and the interpretation was that the Equal Pay Act that has been in place since the 1970s applied to claims for work of equal value. At that time, the national government that was once proud to stand on behalf of low-paid women at that time settled her claim for the first care and support workers settlement. I was there across the road when the event for that happened, and I saw national MPs come in and I saw them be congratulated for standing up for working women. And what I want to ask is, where is that National Party today? On this day, where, and no matter what anyone on the other side of the House has said, this bill makes pay equity claims for low-paid workers much harder. It takes the threshold to 70%. It means that you can't bring a claim for 10 years. It gives employers the entire right to decide a comparator and whether a claim is meritorious. It's retrospective. It gets rid of existing pay equity settlements. It is a blow to every working low-paid woman in New Zealand that works in a female-dominated role. These people are, Mr. Speaker, midwives, allied health professionals, librarians, social workers, nurses, teacher aides. These are the people that this National Party is attacking by bringing through this regressive, retrospective bill brought in under urgency at the very time that they knew that we were all having our caucus meetings, snuck in, only provided on the table 1 hour ago, and we are meant to support this type of bill. This bill will make every aspect of claiming an equal pay claim harder. The hierarchy of comparators, which is put into this bill, which I bet no one else has had the opportunity to look at yet because it's complex, was initially suggested by the National Party when the National Party wanted to settle pay equity claims after the Christine Bartlett case. That was roundly rejected, and the reason for that, Mr. Speaker, is because when you look at a hierarchy of comparators, you're essentially saying that you need to find a comparator in your workplace, and if you can't find a comparator in your workplace, you need to look at similar jobs. If you can't find similar jobs, you need to look at similar industries. And it's like an onion, it goes out and out and out. The bureaucracy of trying to find a comparator, which is already very difficult when you implement this hierarchy of comparators, will make, mark my words, this legislation completely unworkable for low-paid women. This legislation introduced today is the ACT Party getting away with taking away women's rights, and the New Zealand First Party and the National Party are sitting here letting it happen. And this will mean that there is no closing of the gender pay gap. It will mean that people like care and support workers continue to be on the minimum wage. Absolutely shocking. I don't know how you can sleep at night bringing this legislation through. It is absolutely shameful. And what about the process? I looked at the Cabinet paper, and under the heading of human rights, every single part of that was redacted. And I asked, Mr. Speaker, why was it redacted? And I think we know the answer to that, because this bill goes against human rights. Women's rights to be fairly paid and for equal pay are human rights. And I bet, even though I can't see it and this House has not been given the opportunity to see it, that Cabinet advice is exactly what that says. And that's why it's been redacted. Absolutely despicable process to sneak this through the House. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, I've had a look at the regulatory impact statement, which is basically, the departmental disclosure statement, which states that there was not sufficient time for a regulatory impact statement. What is going on with this government that you will bring in legislation under urgency, repeal it in one single day, not even have a regulatory impact statement, not allow us to see the advice on human rights? It is absolutely a shameful way of running a democracy. And I just want to emphasise, Mr. Speaker, because I don't have a lot of time left, that existing pay equity settlements that are already settled now, will be disestablished, and those people will not be able to make another pay equity claim for 10 years, no matter what happens. So the existing settlements, the nurses settlement, the social worker settlement, all of these jobs that we value so much that are female dominated, no matter what happens in the next 10 years, under this legislation, they will not be able to bring another equal pay claim. Mr. Speaker, this is absolutely a despicable way of bringing human rights legislation to the House. It has taken away the rights of low-paid working women throughout New Zealand, and the National Party, the New Zealand First Party, and the ACT Party should be ashamed.
Final words.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with her. Why was any of the legislation redacted?
Yeah, I've not seen that happen before. It's all right. Laura will be here later on and can delve through some of that. See if she can sit there and hold up to light and see what's behind the redactions.
She'd do a better job than me. I have to get my eyes checked. No, I think that the women's work that they're talking about, especially, if you've got dementia or your parents got dementia, the person who cares for them, it's deeply personal, and it's very hard to find comparisons to that. And they go through a lot of stress with somebody with dementia. They can be quite violent. They can be, and if you change anything in their routine, they get very upset and distressed and things like that. And those are things that it is very difficult to find a comparison in a male employment base.
Yeah, so true, so true.
So I think that it is, I just don't agree with the hierarchy thing that they're sort of suggesting that it doesn't make sense to me at all. And there's no reason that it shouldn't have gone through a select committee process.
Yeah. So we'll see you back at 6 since you joined us here at 4.
Okay, awesome.
Yep. No problem. We'll see you then. And we'll see you. Join us for the next panel just coming up. Let's kick it off.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok.